Good evening, you guys, slash good night. I was having a lot of technical difficulties earlier, but I was able to get some things moved around or whatever situated that makes sense. If you see the title of this video, you know what it is. It's life update. So yeah, you guys, I'm gonna give you an update on some things that's been going on with me. Now, as far as my jaw surgery, I am getting way, way better. So I'm to the point now where I can actually get on here and actually chop it up with you guys, if that makes sense. But yeah, you guys, a lot's been going on with me. I actually got, we'll say a promotion. I'm really, really proud of that promotion because I was to the point where I didn't think I was actually going to get that promotion, but I actually did. So I'm going to say kudos to myself. Now, as far as actual life update, we're gonna do overall. As far as my son is concerned, he's doing really good in school. I didn't think that he was going to adjust as quickly as I thought he would, but he's doing pretty good. He's telling me the names of people he's actually speaking to, friends, things like that. So I'm overjoyed to hear that. And it looks like he's pretty much liking where he is because I was kind of afraid that he wouldn't like the school that he actually is going to, but he looks like he's liking that. So we're gonna see how it goes, and next week will be week 2. But yeah, you guys had to give y'all an update on me because the girl was having a real red week. It started to the point where I was actually like I was telling y'all, I was actually had the jaw surgery. You know, it's kind of a thing I'm dealing with, but I had to do that. I have TMJ really bad. It was to the point where I actually could not do anything on that particular side. I had researched and I did the most as far as doctors are concerned and going back and forth with it. So I decided that that was actually a good thing for me. And looking back then, fast forward now, I'm glad I did because I'm to the point now where I am. I'm not gonna say all the way pain free, but I'm getting there. Now I know a lot of people might not understand what TMJ is, but it's a very bad. In other words, it's really bad pain in your jaw area, if that makes sense. Different types, but mine was to the point where it was unbearable, so I had to do what I had to do, and I'm glad that I did. Now, uh, as far as everything else is okay. As far as work, now we'll move on to maybe relationships. Now, I guess everybody's to the point where they're asking, saying, if I'm single, what am I? I'm just gonna say I am dating. Now, dating is something that's new to me because I'm used to being in a relationship, most of them long term. My last relationship, I was in that relationship for years. It did not work out. My partner and I, we're to the point where he actually has somebody else. I am to the point where I am dating. Now, I'm wishing ill will on him, his new partner, anything like that. I completely move on. I left it alone. But yeah, dating is really, really going good for me. To the point where I'm able to first I was a little clammy about it. I was scared to actually talk to the person because I haven't dated. But it's actually fun, being able to do what I like to do, that's dress up, get my hair done, stuff like that, and actually go out. We have date night. And it's to the point where it's actually I'm not gonna say we're getting serious, but I'm to the point where I like this person. We say that because I am older now and I know exactly what I like and what I want. So I'm not gonna budge on that. So it is what it is, if that makes sense. But as far as the other person concerned, I truly like the person. Uh, People might say, "Well, will you see yourself being with them long term?" Yeah, I really do. I think I would like to be that person long term, but I'm to the point where I'm still trying to learn that person, and most importantly, I'm to the point where I don't necessarily have to be with one person. If that makes sense. Not saying I'm going to be with different people while I'm speaking to this person. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm exclusively going to date this particular person. That's my intention. I'm not to the point where I want to date for 2 and 3 different guys at one time. No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm to the point where I want to be in a relationship. At my age, I was hoping that I would be married by now, but I don't beat myself up about being married because, it's a process. I used to speak to a lot of people, especially people in the church, people not in the church, and I would question myself. I said, well, why am I not married? Is something wrong with me? But I had to dig deep and realize that no, it's not. There's nothing wrong with me. It's just a process, and most importantly, I have to wait on God's timing for the right person to enter my life. Now, it has been a struggle with me for that because I'm to the point where I'm looking at a lot of relationships that people are in. A lot of my closest friends, they're already married. A lot of them are to the point where they've been married for years, and I'm like, I've never been married. So I was to the point where I was kind of looking at myself and kind of beating myself up about it. But I had to get to the point and realize that it's nothing wrong with me. It's just a matter of me finding the right person. Because, it's to the point where I not only pray for a husband, but I also try to be that particular woman that a man would want as not only as a partner, but as a wife, if that makes sense. I'm striving every day, and most importantly, I'm trying to get better as a person because I don't want to be to the point where when I meet my husband, that I'm not the right one for him. If that makes sense. You understand what I'm going with this? So the woman that I am today versus the woman that I was about 2 years ago, I am way more mature. I know what I want, and most importantly, I am ready to receive it when it actually happens. If that makes sense. So we're gonna kind of ease off the dating thing, and we're gonna kind of move on because we already addressed my son, dating, all that type of stuff. But yeah, I haven't been to the point where I haven't looked at these YouTube streaks because I have, but I have to look both ways and look both ways again at the YouTube streak because a lot's going on. People are doing the most with channels, and your girl is to the point where I don't know. You got to be careful what you say. Most importantly, who you react on, and you got to use code words, just like I was always saying. But yeah, I'm not gonna be to the point where I'm gonna stop reacting, but I'm going to uh react on other things if that makes sense. Because I'm to the point I don't want it to be where I'm just reacting on certain people and get caught up in that, and that's all I do because that's not what I'm here to do because I want my channel to grow where I can react on anything and it be to the point where actually people want to watch, if that makes sense. But yeah, I am to the point where I actually am also still working on my second channel. My second channel is to the point where it's actually halfway where I want it to be. I'm kind of shocked that it actually is growing as much as it did. But this particular channel, I'm not gonna say it's actually not growing because it is. It's going slowly, but I'm hoping that I can still reach my 300 by the end of this month. That's the goal that I'm setting for myself. So I'm just gonna keep pushing out the content and bringing you guys reactions. I'll still check in every now and then and do my life updates, and I'll go live at night because a lot of people to the point where they actually are getting a little more to the point where they're watching my live. Some people were not watching, so I didn't know if it was a thing where they would actually watch my live. Now I see that they will. But yeah, one thing I did notice was the Carmen and Corey thing. I was like, OMG. I didn't know if the pictures was photoshopped or what. I didn't know, but man, it's just oh my god, they're going back and forth. Then they got the thing on Twitter. It's a lot going on. For me personally, I think it's just I ain't gonna say clickbait, but I don't think it's true because those particular people are to the point where they love their actual significant others, and I don't think that they will actually swap. If that makes sense. But yeah, everybody's up in arms about it because I'm following them on Twitter. I'm seeing that yeah, they are doing the most with that thing, and it is I ain't gonna say hilarious, but it's entertaining. I actually got a chance to look at Funny Mike's channel. He did a diss song. I'm to the point now where I got to go back and actually look at it again, from beginning to end. Not that I didn't look at it the first time, but I'm the type of person I like look at stuff maybe 2 or 3 times. But I might give you a reaction on that. I don't know. But yeah, I personally think it's just a thing where they do it because I don't think that Funny Mike is gonna give up Jalea and vice versa. But we're gonna see what this thing pans out. Also, another thing that I actually seen on YouTube was the fact that a lot of people to the point where they feel like they have to make a backup channel, if that makes sense. I didn't think that it would even get to that point that it would be that, you know, mode where you would have to do a backup. But I'm thinking with the fact that a lot of people are branching off into so-called backup channels is actually to the point where it's a good look because they're able to be more creative on the other channel. That makes sense. Now, a lot of people that I follow on their main channel, been following for the longest, I have no problems going to their second channel because I would want someone to do the same thing for me. But yeah, as far as dinner is concerned, I've already cooked tonight. I decided to do roast and potatoes. I wanted that really, really bad, so I decided to do it. I put the carrots in there, and I also did the chuck roast, but I put mine in the bag. I did the red potatoes, and I actually put my different seasonings or whatever in there. I don't really go into, to type what I do. I keep that to myself. But everything turned out really, really good. The roast was really, really tender. So were the potatoes. I actually like the carrots in there as well. I didn't do a bread or anything. I just kept it simple, and we just had a beverage. My son really, really liked it, so I already knew that it was a hit when he likes because he's very, very picky on what he eats. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do as far as the weekend because I was trying to figure out, do I even want to put out a video because I have a video in mind I really, really want to do. And I'm thinking I might go ahead and upload it because I haven't uploaded in a while. But I'm hoping you guys will actually continue to watch the channel. I see the channel is getting a lot of love, and most importantly, I'm getting a lot of good feedback from you guys. So I appreciate that. Don't ever think that this goes unnoticed because it doesn't. I really love my supporters, and most importantly, I love my subscribers, if that makes sense. But yeah, the Carmen and Corey thing is kind of getting me over the little hump that I got going on. Let me see what else I've seen out there that I want to address. Now the De'Ara and Ken thing, I'm not to the point where I want to discuss that right now because I really don't know what's going on. But I really hope to see De'Ara and Ken back with another video because I kind of miss them. I really do. I really like their channel. But I have to the point where I follow De'Ara on Twitter. But De'Ara's to the point where she still does her thing. So I'll go over there and follow her and see what she got going on. Ken as well. I follow him and De'Ara on IG. But I'm hoping they'll come back to YouTube with a video. I'm patiently waiting on that. But yeah, I'll tell you some ideas still wanted to try. I was talking about my last video, and that was the actual pineapple bowls. I got the ingredients, so wish me luck. I'm gonna try it tomorrow night and see where it goes. I would like to maybe do a video on it, but I'm kind of, this is my first time doing it, so I'm not real sure if I want to actually put it on video because it's more like a trial and error type thing. Now, if I was to the point where I was really, really sure on what I was doing, then yeah, I might film it. But yeah, I'm gonna do the pineapple bowls, and I'm gonna use my jasmine rice because I don't like regular rice. I like the jasmine rice. I'm gonna do chicken with mine. I was gonna do steak, but I said I'm gonna just keep the basic with the chicken. And I'm gonna put I'm thinking I might add another veggie. I'm not sure. I want to do the broccoli, but I don't know how it will go as far as texture is concerned. But we'll see. I might play around with it and see what I can come up with. But I'm gonna do at least one veggie with it. But I'm hoping it'll come out okay. And most importantly, I'm hoping that my son will like it because he's really picky. But he's to the point where he likes jasmine rice. He likes that rice, and he likes the yellow rice. So I think it might be okay for him to eat it. And plus, he is the point he loves pineapple, so that way he can maybe incorporate things that he likes all together. So I'm hoping he'll like it. But yeah, I'm sad the weekend I was gonna go back and do some more shopping as far as uniforms are concerned, and most importantly, get some more school supplies. I'm hoping it won't be a big thing where a lot of people are out there, because I'm to the point where I don't want to be bombarded, if that makes sense. But I've seen that they're having a lot of things that are on sale, and I'm to the point where I want to get some more things and stockpile and have him ready, so that way I won't be to the point where he doesn't have what he needs. Not saying he don't have a lot of stuff, but the more the better. Yeah, but I also need to let y'all know I had a scare tomorrow yesterday. I had went out and I had to run an errand. And I was to the point I got back in my car, I could not breathe. I was like, oh my God, what's going on with me? I was to the point I could not catch my breath for nothing. I think what it was, I got too hot. I was drinking the water, that didn't work. I was like, OMG. And I was just, getting real dizzy, and it was really, really scary. But eventually, once I stopped and, cut my air on, I began to feel a little better slowly. But yeah, people asking, was I wearing my mask? Yes, I wear my mask everywhere I go. Only place I don't wear my mask is in the house. But when I go out in the public, I wear my mask. I put my mask on my son as well. But yeah, that was a scary thing for me. And I was to the point where I haven't been that scared in a minute. So I'm hoping that that's what it was. I got too hot, so I took the water and decided to drink the water, because I always keep me some water or something in my bag with me, or something to eat. It's just something that I do, and if my son is with me, I do the same thing for him, because you never know, you're to the point where you're gonna be out or you can't get right back home. But yeah, the new thing they're trying now is the sweetie meal. I'm looking at what's in there, the ingredients. But yeah, I'm to the point where it's trending right now. I'm not sure whether or not I'm gonna try it, because it looks like to me it's just, basically the Big Mac, the 4-piece nugget, you get the fries, and then you get the 2 different sauces. But it's a matter of you putting it together as way the sweetie does it. But yeah, I do follow Sweetie. I follow her on YouTube, on her YouTube channel, and I also follow her on IG. Now, I haven't quite followed her on Twitter yet, but Sweetie is to the point where I'm not gonna say she's a bad artist or anything, because she's pretty cool or whatever. I've listened to a couple of her songs or whatever. But I also know her from dating the member of the Migos. I follow that or whatever. But overall, as far as her channel is concerned, I really like her channel. I can't say anything bad about her, but that meal, I think it's pretty cool, how she put it together, whatever. A lot of people were saying why she didn't have no type of sweetness to it. And I just laughed and smirked. I was saying to myself, it just, it is what it is. They're trying to profit the meal. Me personally, I hope she does well with that particular meal, because in the end, it's not only going to profit the 2 people, it's going to profit us as well. If it's to the point where you eat McDonald's. Me personally, I eat McDonald's, but I'm not to the point where I eat McDonald's. Why I say I maybe eat it more than twice a week, if that makes sense. Because I'm the type of person, I don't eat out a lot. I like to cook at the house. Now, if I do eat out, a lot of people already know what I like. I like Chick-fil-A. But yeah, also I am to the point where I am still eating my ice. I love my ice. I'm to the point now. I got some in there now that I'm actually getting ready to eat as snow. Now a lot of people are to the point where they like to eat ice, but some people are not really, really funny about texture. But I am. I like snow. It's the bomb.com. But yeah, you guys, I also was telling you guys that I was actually going to start going to Facebook and going more live. But on my last actual live, a lot of people said they didn't have Facebook, but I'm still going to be to the point where I go live on Facebook sometime, because I want to create, in other words, get more viewers on my actual page. So I have a page on Facebook as well. So I'm going to do Facebook sometimes and YouTube as well. Because Facebook, you can get a lot of fan base, and they actually will be to the point where they will follow you to YouTube. if you create the right kind of fan base, and that's what I'm trying to do. But yeah, you guys, yeah, that Carmen Core thing, that's pretty much. And then I also seen uh it to the point where people are speaking about the new thing as far as Biden is concerned. I guess it's to the point where they're throwing out accusations about certain things as far as that policy they put on the table is concerned. Well, I'm to the point where I follow a YouTuber on here, so he a lot of times keeps me updated on this stuff. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I keep up with that type of stuff because I don't. I should, especially at my age, and most importantly, because a lot of that stuff affects not only me but it affects my child as well. But yeah, I'm just hoping, like everybody else is hoping, that everybody can actually get through this pandemic, that everybody's families are safe, most important that they're safe, and people to the point where they can not only progress mentally but as far as money's concerned, because see, a lot of people are tight now as far as money. Gas prices going up, food prices are going up. It's a lot of things that are going up. But what a lot of people are saying is that they're not to the point where actually the wages are going up. That makes sense, because people still to the point. A lot of them, they're working two jobs. A lot of people don't want to be doing two jobs, but they got to do what they got to do, especially with the prices going up. Because down here, I noticed it's still a shortage as far as, I'm not gonna say we don't have no food, but it's certain types of food we are not able to get in the stores. I'm still to the point where I'm not able to find chicken wings. I don't know about y'all in y'all particular state if you can't find chicken wings, but we can't find them. Hello, Frugal Mama boys. Nice to see you in the chat. But yeah, I can't find chicken wings. Everything else I've never really had a problem with finding. But I noticed that because I was in the Walmart recently, and I think somebody else was looking for them too. But I don't really keep a lot of flack about that. I just keep it pushing. If I don't see a chicken wing, I just get my legs and I just keep it moving. Because I'm to the point I can, I'm not gonna say I can chef it up in the kitchen, but I can make something shake. I ain't necessarily got the chicken wing. I can do a leg, I can do a breast, whatever it takes. But I tell you what I am gonna try to do. That I noticed, I'm gonna say it, I'm not gonna worry about the chicken wings and all that stuff. I'm gonna do the whole chicken and try to do like another YouTuber that I saw do, and she fried the whole chicken. And man, when I tell you it looks so good, I said I'm gonna try to copycat her actual YouTube page and do that. But if you to the point where you actually want to know the name of the YouTuber, it's a YouTube by the name of It's So Good. I've been following her for a minute, and most people that have been following her, they know it is what it is over there. She does nothing but great content over there. And what I like about her channel is that she actually shows you how she prepares the food ahead of time, and then she actually does her mukbang. If that makes sense. And then she has a story time or whatever, she does it then. But what drew me into her from the beginning is her authenticity, her smile, and most importantly, the presentation of her food, because it's always on point. But yeah, I'm glad to see Frugal Mama boys in here. We became I'm gonna say YouTube. I ain't gonna say friends because we don't know each other outside of YouTube, but through Tuber Chat. But I appreciate her coming over and supporting me on my actual live tonight. I have to go over there and actually watch some more of her videos. I watched a couple of them, but I got to get back to the point where I'm binge watching on people to actually subscribe to, because I am subscribed to her channel as well. But you guys, if you get a chance, go over there and actually if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to her channel. She has some great content over there. She gives us good ideas for different things. So I appreciate you guys go over there and check her out. But yeah, back to the actual YouTube streets. I was also to the point where I was trying to look at my IG page because somebody kept to the point where they wanted to inbox me about doing a actual cartoon character, if that makes sense, to my actual profile picture. And I'm like, I don't know. This person really adamant because they were even calling me on my actual inbox, and I was like, oh my goodness, what's going on with this? But I'm not to the point where I am adamant about doing that. Cause see, I've noticed that a lot of people that are coming in that actual inbox, see, a lot of time it be spam. Cause a lot of time they be to the point where you be thinking it's somebody else and it's not. Cause I know somebody came in and presented themselves actually though they were LL Cool J. And I was like, I know LL is not inboxing me, especially with 300 followers, because I know LL got the blue check. So they were to the point where they just back and forth, and I said something to him one time, and I blocked him because I'm to the point I don't accept everybody in my actual IG. Because at first I had my page wide open a while back. It's been about a year, maybe some change. I did, but now no, I keep it private for a reason because everybody is to the point where they're trying to get in there. Now, with me being a content creator, it would be beneficial for me to have my page public. But right now, I'm gonna have to keep it that way until I get to the point where I can kind of maneuver around these particular people because I don't like the kind of energy that they're bringing, if that makes sense. But yeah, IG is a good place too. I started off with the IG, actually doing the actual mukbangs on there. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna shy away from that, but I'm to the point where I can go back to doing the mukbangs on IG and connect them to my actual other page. That's what I'll be planning on doing. Because I want to put some content over there on my other channel because I'm lacking down that channel. And like I told you guys, I to the point where I can actually maneuver around the kitchen and maybe enjoy my foods more. Now I was up in the air about actually doing an ice channel, but I realized that I don't think that's something I really really want to do, especially with me just having surgery. I don't want to aggravate that particular area with the ice, if that makes sense. Now I do enjoy my ice, but I don't think I want to just make a straight channel out of it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm thinking maybe Saturday I'll just chill or whatever because that is my off day. I'm gonna probably spend the day with my son, and later on the evening we'll probably cook like we always do. Now I was to the point where I was going to take him to a little place we have in Montgomery called Newtopia. He likes to go there, and it's like an indoor park, and I particularly like because he's able to go to the different things that they have in there, just run around, play and jump. It's really safe in there. You can't go in with tennis shoes or anything like that. You have to have just your socks, and if you don't have socks, you have to purchase them. But he loves Newtopia, so I'm gonna go ahead and take him there Saturday and let him enjoy himself. We'll probably do I won't say lunch because it's probably gonna be evenish when we actually come out. We'll probably do dinner. I was thinking I was gonna go back to Buffalo Wild Wings and eat because we haven't eaten there in a while. I like Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm thinking that I actually going to yeah, I'm gonna do the Buffalo Wild Wings because the girl loves wings. My son does as well. Now I've noticed that Wingstop actually has the thighs. Now I hadn't got a chance to get over there and try the thighs, but I got to because I love them as well. But I like Buffalo Wild Wings better. But yeah, that's what our Saturday's looking like. I don't know if I'll vlog it, but I might. I'm not don't quote me on that. But yeah, I'm also to the point where I'm trying to see what I can do as far as trying to find things to do on the weekends with my son. Like I told you, this weekend we're going to Newtopia, so I'm gonna try to do something every weekend with him because he's to the point where with him being in school, he's not with me as much. So we're gonna have to still have mom and son time because that's very important to me. So we do like we used to. We'll pick a place and then we'll go and eat and do that. But I'm thinking Sunday I will do like I always do, and that's do Sunday dinner. Now, right now, I'm thinking that I'll probably do something I haven't done in a while, and that is some turnip greens and fried chicken. I'm just gonna keep it basic. I'm not gonna really get too much into the sides, but I gotta have my cornbread, so I'm gonna have to do that. I found a pretty bunch of turnips, and I'm gonna cook them up, wash them, and get them ready for Sunday because I love me some turnip greens. So I'm looking forward to that. My mouth watering now just thinking about it. But anyway, I was trying to look at the Prince family and see whether or not I could get caught up on some of the videos that they have over there, because the Prince family channel is really good as well. I also watch their dad's channel, which is the Cry family. Last time I did a review on Darren, which is Mr. Cryer's son. I really like the video that this young man put out. You know, they put out good content over there, and I am here for that channel. I also saw that Love by Erica put out a video, but I'm gonna go back and actually look at the video in its entirety and see what actually is going on over there. I'm not gonna do a reaction or anything like that, but I just like to watch the channels and see what's going on out there, who's got new stuff. But I tell you what, I am to the point where I'm being watching on a lot of these new channels that I'm seeing that actually do these hauls, and they do the extensive hauls where they do like 500 and up. Now that intrigues me, because a lot of them to the point where they have large families, and I like to see how people actually able to budget for the week with the food or the month, or how that goes, if that makes sense. I like to see those type channels, but I'm trying to find some new family channels, period, to watch, because I like to watch certain things, and I like to see new things come in as well. Because I love to watch family channels. That's what I first started doing when I first started watching YouTube. I watched the family channels, and I like to see the family dynamic. I like how to see how people plan. Most importantly, interact with their families as a whole, if that makes sense. Now, I haven't found any new cooking channels that I actually want to watch, but I think I will be looking into that. But I also watch a actual ASMR channel on here that I really, really like. And I've been watching her for a minute. And I've been watching a lot of what she has going on. And, it's taking up a lot of my free time at nighttime. So that's really, really good. But yeah, I'm to the point where I am trying to gain subscribers over here, but I'm hoping that I can still reach the 300 mark by this month. That's my goal for myself. I personally see that I can get there, because I got to keep putting out positive content, which I have been doing. But the second channel that I have, it looks like it's doing a little bit better. I'm not gonna jinx it, because I don't want to say that this channel is not going as good. My other channel is doing way, way better. But I need to start putting more content over there, and going back and forth between two channels, because if anybody knows that has more than one channel, it's hard to have more than one channel if you're not to the point where you put the effort into both, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm to the point where that's my goal. I really am trying to actually do something that I really wanted to do, and that's step out the box and actually go back to school as well. Now, a lot of people don't know I do have a bachelor's degree, but I'm trying to work on my master's. So that's another thing that I'll be doing. I'll keep you guys updated on that, on the progress of that, and see where that goes. But me personally, I think that it will be a good look for me. And most importantly, it will be beneficial to my career, because I'm to the point where I want to move up and be able to branch out and do other things. That what I want to do. Now, a lot of people don't know, but what my dream is to actually have an online hair business. I would like to be to the point where I wouldn't even have to enter the workforce anymore. I would be able to just sell hair online and be successful at it. And the reason why I say that's a goal of mine, because I'll be to the point where I can spend more time with my son, if that makes sense. I won't have to worry about, going to a 9 to 5. Not saying I hate a 9 to 5, but my dream is to be an entrepreneur, and most importantly, be where I can profit from it, if that makes sense. But yeah, also I'm looking to try to find me some more actual videos at night, because I like to watch those rain videos, the white noise and stuff like that. At first I wasn't into it until another YouTuber put me onto the white noise. I really like watching those channels, because everybody knows I do have sleep apnea, so it kind of helps with that. So, but lately I've been doing pretty good as far as sleeping. I don't have a problem with falling asleep, so that's a good thing. So yeah. I don't know. But I also was watching the thing with actual Zolo bands. I'm not to the point where I can really give a reaction right now, but I'm hearing that he actually has moved on and he's with another young lady. But I don't know. My thing with that particular young man is that, I wish nothing but blessings for him. I'm hoping that he can, be, not only profitable, but most important that his channel will, go in the direction he wants it to go in. But yeah, I just had to put that out there. Just something I heard. I'm not for sure if it's actually true or not. But yeah, I want to do a reaction on some other things that I actually was reacting on, but I gotta get to the point where I could actually feel comfortable. I'm telling you guys what's going on as far as the channels are concerned, and I'm a new channel. I don't want nobody to, start no drama over here, if that makes sense. But yeah, I was also out at the market and I'm trying to get some seafood. And baby, when I tell you trying to get that seafood is a hot mess sometimes, I still am not to the point where I can get my hands on some crawfish. So I'm to the point where I'm a little, I ain't gonna say sad about it, but I'm a little disappointed because I love my crawfish in my actual seafood boils. But I'm able to find some good crab legs, and I've seen a lot of lobster tails that they actually have. So it's to the point where, I just have to kind of compromise if that makes sense. But I'm thinking I will be doing a seafood boil, but I'm thinking I'm pushing more toward maybe Friday doing it, but don't quote me on it. I have the ingredients, but I'm gonna see what I can, come up with because I don't have the crawfish, but I do go in the store and I actually can find the frozen blue crab. But I don't really like frozen blue crab, so that's kind of a downer as well. If I do blue crab, I like them to be live. In the store that I actually get them from, they don't have any live blue crabs anymore. So I'm probably gonna just have to do basic crab legs, red potatoes, corn, and that's it. Oh, I might could throw a couple of shrimp in there. That's probably why I have to do it. But I'm gonna put my seasons in there and my Old Bay, and make it do what it do. My son, he likes seafood, so he'll be in there enjoying it with me as well. So I'm gonna probably do that tomorrow. But I appreciate Frugal Mama Boys actually stopping by. But you guys, I'm to the point where I'm gonna have to end the live. I'm gonna go in here and actually get ready for work, and also most important, I get my son's school clothes and stuff adjusted and make sure that he's good for in the morning. But I appreciate everybody that actually stopped by and actually said something in the comments. I appreciate that, and I will hopefully you guys will look forward to my live later on tonight. I probably go live probably about 11, maybe 12 tonight. I'm not gonna promise you, but I'm thinking that I will. But I appreciate you guys so much for the actual love on my page. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks, you guys.